What's good, YouTube? It's Ice Disney Lorcana San Diego, and today I want to talk about singles specifically in first chapter, Fabled, and maybe we'll get into some more after that. But let's get into my most recent pickup to start off. I just got this in the mail literally just today, like a few hours ago, and got it for $19 off of eBay. It looks really clean, even on the back. It looks very clean, so I'm very happy about this pickup. Going straight into the binder. Promos at this $20 price, definitely can't beat that. And this is definitely one of my favorite promos. This is crazy. I still need the Dragon's Fire promo. Very nice. I don't know, they do a really good job with these promos, in my opinion. But let's get into some more promos, and maybe we'll talk about promos. Actually, I don't even know. We're gonna talk about whatever I want in this video, but I want to start off with first chapter because, as you saw in my last video, the Elsa is literally like just it's crazy. It was $1,000, and there was a listing for 580, or some listings for 700, and that's crazy to think about. I don't want to repeat. If you guys want to hear more about that, go on my last video. But that right there is definitely a obvious opportunity to add this Elsa into your collection. If you're someone who has money like that and you want this Elsa, obviously it's a good time to get it. I mean, we saw what happened with Costco and Target. I'm not too sure if we're going to keep seeing more of that. We got a few of those boxes and releases for the holidays of 2025, but that doesn't mean we're necessarily getting even more going into 2026. But I don't know. I think you can't go wrong buying into this Elsa right now. At this point, any first chapter enchanters besides the Elsa, like, I know not everyone. I mean, shoot, even I don't have that kind of money. I'm not spending $700 on the Elsa. Even it's a good price, but we ain't got $700 on the card money right now. Besides the Elsa, there's still an extreme opportunity for these enchanteds, in my opinion. I mean, you look at the Simba. You can find the Simba enchanted for under $100. I talked about that in my line. I was talking about Lion King singles in one of my previous videos. To me, that's a no-brainer pickup. If you want any Lion King enchanted, I think this Simba is one of the best ways to do it. It's first chapter under $100. For, I mean, even at $100, this card was at one point 120, 140. So you're getting it at $80, $90. That's a great price, a great pickup. Next, Aladdin. And guys, speaking of this Aladdin card, this is not only the and not guys, when you look at first chapter, not only are these cards like the first enchanteds, they're the first enchanteds of these IPs, the first enchanteds of these characters, right? So when you look at Aladdin, like, this is the first Aladdin enchanted that we ever got, right? So when you look at it, all the Aladdin enchanted, you're gonna always go back to the one that started it all. And I got this card for $100, and I don't know what that eBay seller was thinking, but PSA 10 English Aladdin for $100, like, I know this isn't an Elsa, but this is still a crazy deal, a crazy pickup. Like, guys, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities for first chapter singles, and if you can find any of these, like if you can get Aladdin, maybe not in the PSA 10 for $100, like me, because like once in a blue moon, I guess. I don't know if that's gonna happen again, but if you can get this Aladdin, even raw for under $100, like, that's a great pickup. If you can get the genie for under $100, like, guys, this is the very first genie enchanted that ever released, that ever came out in Lorcana's history. Like, these are all gonna be, every single one of these iconic cards are not, they're not iconics, but enchanted cards. They're gonna be iconic. Like this Tinkerbell, the giant fairy Tinkerbell, like, crazy card. Crazy card. Like this in the PSA 10. I know Joey Scrooge, shout out Joey Scrooge. I know he has this card, got it at a great price. Like, that's the kind of stuff you want to look out for. You want to look out for these enchanteds at prices when they're dipping. Like, that's a no-brainer deal. Like, even raw, like, I've seen this raw copy for $100, or not $100, like $120, I think it was. I was thinking about it, and someone bought it, went out seeing someone. Hey, but it's okay. I'll eventually get my Tinkerbell eventually. But guys, this kind of stuff. Oh, I'll show you what I was able to get though. Speaking of first chapter cards, another good deal. Just got this. Oh, you can't see it. $100 Mickey Mouse. Way worse. Like, guys, if you can get this for $100, no brainer pickup. Super clean too. Look at that. No whitening. Super duper clean. Clean card. Guys, Mickey Mouse. Any Mickey Mouse card. Like, I know I'm about to jump from first chapter to Fabled, but any Mickey Mouse card under $100 to me are just no brainers. Like, or even, I'm gonna show y'all another one that a lot of people probably don't talk about. We're gonna go into the Englands. Into the Englands. I got this one personally for $40. Crazy deal. Mickey's, anything that's Mickey Mouse, it's gonna have, to me, long term value, demand, like stuff like this for sure. I got this for under $200. Crazy deal, guys. I don't know. I just feel like anything Mickey Mouse is definitely worth looking at, and anything that's a princess. And as a girl dad, as a husband, this is kind of stuff that I know. The girls, love Disneyland. The guys out there know that if you ask your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, even your family members that are females, if they want to go to Disneyland, they're gonna say yes. And who are they excited for? When you go to first chapter, you look at Belle. That's a crazy enchanted. That's gonna be one of the most expensive enchanteds in my opinion in the PSA 10. So is something like this, Aurora, the first Aurora enchanted ever, and we got this for 320. PSA. I mean, people are just, I don't know what people are thinking, but these Princess Aurora and Belle first chapter cards right now, if you can get them raw PSA 10, great. I feel like even the Maui isn't the biggest chase. It's like what, $100 or whatever. That's still Moana, great IP, big IP. Stitch, that Stitch is gonna be extremely sought after in my opinion in the long term. Anything that's Lilo and Stitch, it's gonna have demand. It's gonna have hype. It's gonna have a premium. This card in the PSA 10 it's expensive right now. I mean, if you look at these cards in the PSA 10 right now, the Simba, the giant, the Tinkerbell, the Stitch, the Belle, like these cards, the Mickey, like these cards are not cheap in a PSA 10 at all. Especially the Elsa. I mean, it dropped in price, but these cards are still expensive. And PSA 10, these guys, I don't know. Obviously, I got this Aladdin for $100 in PSA 10, but guys, that doesn't typically happen, right? I think even the Genie in the PSA 10 is like 300, 280. Like, these are expensive cards. And good luck trying to pull them for a first. Like, guys, pulling these cards from a first chapter booster box is not happening, especially a loose booster box. It's not happening. Like, you have more of a chance in a case, and even in the case, it's probably not happening. So just buying these cards raw, extremely smart. Buying these cards in the PSA 10 is even smarter. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion on first chapter. I might have missed out on some of them. There's stuff like the Hades. There's another Mickey. Like there's two Mickeys. Like there's the Wayward Sorcerer, and then I forgot what the other one is called. But there's another Mickey as well. Like first chapter to me is loaded with opportunities with adding stuff into your collection because at the end of the day that's how I feel. Like these cards are really like just collection pieces. Like this is a premium collection item. Like this isn't like an investment. I'm not telling you guys to go and buy these first chapter cards and they're gonna go up in price in the future as an investment wise. It's just more of like if you guys want these cards, you're looking to add this Elsa to your collection, to add Aladdin cards. Maybe you want the Maui, maybe you want the Belle, I don't know what, the Stitch, the Carefree Surfer. Like there's so many first chapter cards that people are just gonna want, and if you want any of them, I think right now is definitely one of your best chances to buy in. I don't know, it's just my opinion. Next, let's go into Fabled because Fabled, man, it's a completely, it's kind of another story because Fabled is still relatively new. It's still going to be around this year. First chapter is obviously the first set. It's going to be not around as much. So talking about these singles, I'm definitely going to have more of a, I feel like you could wait approach. But if you're someone that wants to get something like the Iconic, man, I know someone that bought the Iconic for like I think $1,000 and like $1,060. At the time, you would think that's a lot, but now that Mickey Mouse card Iconic is basically 2,000. It's like 15, 1,600, like 2,000. So I really think this might be a crazy hot take. I really think buying into this Mickey Mouse card, I would rather do that. Not that I'm gonna do the. If you guys know Pokemon people, Poke Oz, he said, not that I will, but I would. Not that I will, but I. Not that I don't got $2,000 for no card or no box, but if Evolving Skies booster box or a PSA 10 Mickey was right in front of me from Fable, what are you taking? Are you taking Evolving Skies, the booster box, or are you taking the Mickey and a PSA 10 from Iconic? I mean, from Fable, the Iconic. I don't know. I think. Let me know in the comments what you think I would take, cause I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But is buying into Mickey right now at two? That's a crazy just conversation. A $2,000 Mickey Mouse gold, cause you're not pulling it. I'll tell you that you're not pulling this. If you're trying to pull these iconics from Fabled, I good luck to you, and I respect it, but it's probably not gonna happen. So if you're and this is someone who has a lot of capital, who wants to buy into a single and doesn't matter if it goes down or up or whatever, you're willing to sit on it for a long time. I think the Minnie Mouse for sure is a good look. Maybe not the Mickey, but the Minnie Mouse. The Minnie Mouse at 800. I think that's probably the best thing you can do right now. Cause I understand the Mickey is Mickey, and but I just don't understand why Minnie Mouse is $800. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense that this card is 800. It should at least be 1,000, 12. Even if this card jumps to 1,200, you saved yourself $400. So to answer your question about Mickey, if it's worth buying, I think you should think outside of the box and look at Minnie Mouse, because I think Minnie. I mean, think about this: for 800, you can buy two minis for the price of one Mickey. So I just think something like that would make more sense, right? Instead of buying one Mickey Mouse iconic, I would rather buy two Minnie Mouse iconics for 1,600 or 2,000, whatever the case is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's a hot take or something, but I think that opportunity just makes more sense. I think the price makes more sense. Uh, I know it's the second. It's always going to be under the Mickey is always going to be the superior, the better card than the Mini, but I just don't see the reason for that big price gap for the Mickey being 2,000 and the Mini being like that's a $1,200 price gap. And I understand that there's gonna be a gap, but damn, like that's I don't know. I think if you guys are looking into Fabled or looking for the Mickey and the Mini, I think the Mini is definitely worth it. And that's an unbiased take. And I know a lot of you guys know I have the Mini, so you guys might think it's a little biased because I have Mini. But I think the Mini, just for the price that it is, just for the card that it is, just for the set that it's in, I think that card for under $1,000 is probably one of your last chances to get this card for a crazy price. Because I know we're getting more Fabled, but even though we're getting more Fabled, I think these gold iconic cards, I don't know if they're ever going to come back down to earth because of how difficult it is to pull. Let me know in the comments, is Mickey more rare than Minnie when it comes to, like, they're both iconic cards, right? But it seems like when I go on TCG Player, there's a lot more Minnie Mouse cards versus Mickey. Let me know, is Minnie Mouse more common to pull versus Mickey when it comes to, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But let's go into the enchanters, because the enchanters in Fabled are they're some of the best enchanters in the hobby. And one of the best deals, if you can still get it, in my opinion, is Steamboat Mickey. Steamboat Willie. Or I don't know why I said Steamboat Mickey. Steamboat Willie. This Mickey Mouse card, under $100 from Fable. This is arguably one of the best, if not the best, Mickey Mouse enchanted. I think this is the best enchanted that Lorcana has made for Mickey. Obviously, the iconic is another level, but when it comes to the normal enchanted, this Fabled Enchanted for Mickey is way better than the one in first chapter. Guys, let me know. Would you rather have Fabled Mickey or first chapter Mickey? Because I don't know. I think the one from Fabled is, I don't know. They're both great. That's why I have both of them. I love both of them. But I don't know. I think that Fabled Mickey being under $100 is a really good opportunity for someone to buy into that card. Same thing with honestly any Fable card under $100, right? Even if you look at these are cards that people don't really talk about. Mulan, Corella Deville, like all of these lesser enchanteds that people the beast is a phenomenal card. Like the beast is if you get that card under $100, like guys, that's something like I need that beast card for this blue binder for sure. Like that blue binder with the beast enchant, that's just gonna look so good in that blue binder. But that beast card under $100 from Beauty and the Beast, crazy card in person. I haven't seen it in person yet, but just based off the pictures, I know that Beauty and the Beast Enchanted is crazy. I believe the genie is under 100. Like, there's so many. I think Pongo is under $100. Like, there's a lot of chases from Fable that you can find like under $100, and I think all of those cards are phenomenal prices, phenomenal. And this is the thing, right? You're better off just buying those enchantments because you're not gonna pull it, right? If you buy packs like $60 worth of Fabled packs, you're not gonna pull the Mulan. So you might as well buy the Mulan. Like this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff that I was talking about in my issues with Lorcana is the pack opening experience. That you're better off just buying the enchantments versus actually trying to pull them. So if you're someone trying to master set Fable, trying to just get enchantments into your collection, I think promo cards is also a really good way to go. I mean, this was I got this from eBay for $19, like $20. Like, there's just really good ways to get enchanted into your collection without opening the pack. So more pricier cards for the enchanted, like Eye to Eye and stuff like that. I think you might be better off just waiting a little. I don't know because the playability is the reason why they're expensive. And once they're out of rotation and once that playability factor is gone, I think these cards, the enchanted, are going to go down in price. So I think you're better off waiting off of those. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. What opportunities are you guys looking for? And I'll catch you guys in the next one.